Sometimes client ask us what happens to the PR status after divorce. So let's have a look, and what I have done, I have expanded this question to include families those are on employment pass or dependent pass also. So let's take the case number 1 where the family is on employment pass dependent pass. So this is a family, husband, wife and one child. Now one of the spouse is main EP applicant and the other spouse is on dependent pass. Then spouse who is on dependent pass will lose the DP status because dependent pass is for legally married spouse. And when that marriage itself is annulled or cut off, then there is no question of giving dependent pass to such a spouse. After that, spouse will get 30 days time to pack his or her affairs in Singapore and will have to leave Singapore. The child can continue on dependent pass because the divorce proceedings do not impact the child's status as a legitimate child of the employment pass holder. However, in case the divorce proceedings, court gives custody to the spouse who was on DP. Let's say in this case, mother was on DP and she got the custody of the child. Then most probably child will also need to cancel the dependent pass and will go back to his home country, his or her home country, along with his mother. So this is the situation in case of EPDP, and there is no way to retain dependent pass at least for the spouse because there is an automatic cancellation. Now moving on to the next slide, case number 2 where the family is on permanent residency status. So again we take case of same family and all three are permanent residents. Now you will notice that in permanent residency status, there is no concept of any differentiation. All are PR. So if such a family were to head for divorce, the PR status of all the people continues after the divorce. So even the spouse who may not be working will retain his or her status. However, such a spouse will have to get economically active. If he or she is not economically active, not doing any job, then they will have to get economically active because the PR status to some extent depends on it. Otherwise, their re-entry permit may get extended by 1 year at a time. So if you don't want that to happen, then you will have to specifically take efforts to get a job or get into some business and start earning money. And obviously child also continue on his or her PR status. So in summary, depending upon your specifics, whether you are on employment pass, dependent pass, or whether you are PR, divorce in Singapore will have different impact.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel today. PR Application is a leading immigration consultancy company in Singapore.